is to go out before the storm. So we're going to call this inhabitants of the sea. Get them on time to roll. And for the clouds set down to the ground. Go out for the storm. If I could make it through our breathe, baby girl said whenever you will play it, she shake me ear. She got so much love for the boy. I call her my new. She gon' be the rhythm boy. Meanwhile, me my perfect in the ground boy. DC and Philly watching for the next exit. Eyes on my shoulder. Wrong step, get your head split. It should be for being extra. My mind militant, it'll never stop. Move like a captain, dressed like a special ops. I invest in what the world will wait. These niggas like the trouble came, they just keep away. Broke away from the change of mortality. I made immortality in my morality. Without a careless, but my hood never let me stress on base. You ain't never seen this type of fresh. A man can't stand it, she said a standard. You're set by the world, my shit always better. Gotta make sure, don't be sure. Best with no free, you ain't gotta pay a fee for. Was on the wrong path, had to make a detour. I can rise in the world, wonder what you free for. Create happy these lines that I rhyme like Dr. Frankenstein. With this nine by my side like people. Yahanna, what nigga? Better watch the words coming through your keyboard. This word on the evil tongue just draw swords. They sex in the grass. It's my this truth like dog and it hurts to be in a world that's full of it.
Officer Amari, y'all to get. You got any questions or comments? Just all right. Shalom, Israel. Officer 50 Barzar filling in for Officer Ahmad Yashar until he comes in. This is the Tuesday night Brotherhood breakdown, scripture breakdown class. You know, Tuesdays is every Tuesday throughout the whole region, throughout this whole state of America. If it's here in the I.S.U.P.K, it's a Tuesday night Brotherhood scripture breakdown. Again, I'm Priest and Officer Barzar, Officer 50, here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yahanna, where we teach the Blacks, Native Americans, and so-called, Hispanics, true Jews according to the Bible. Now, of course, we know how serious it is to have brotherhood here in the Israelite School of UPK. Why? Because without brotherhood, we don't have a nation. Without brotherhood, we don't have standards. Without brotherhood, we don't have order. It's a lot.
Really want to get rid of the other brother. Going down class all the time.
All the classes till we get here. So, pretty much, again, we know how serious it is in Israel and in the UPK. It is to love your brother, sister, love your sister, know who your family is, all that, because if you don't know who your family is or who your brother is, you're going to attach yourself to somebody else, attach yourself to another nation, attach yourself to a group of people that actually chose to have your people in slavery and bondage. You understand? We came from Egypt, which means the Greek word Egyptos, meaning bondage. So why would we associate ourselves with people who put us in slavery? Why would we associate ourselves with people who don't care about us? Why would we do that in 2020? Is because we don't know who we are. That's what it is. And it's hard because black people like to be together. We have a natural thing to like to have brotherhood. It's natural for us to have a brotherhood bone in our body, because Israel is built like that. Israel is built like to where showing love to your brother makes other nations think that they're supposed to have something to do with that. The way you show love to your brother, the other nations, they want to have a part in that love. You understand? When I say love, I'm talking about the way we treat each other, the way we deal with each other. The other nations wish that they could deal with each other the way that Israel deals with one another. There's no way in the world that we can deal like spiritually, deal with a group of people who have put your people in bondage, right? Let me get the books of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2. No reason today. Wow, well, you can make that in your diet. You grab that door, bro, for sure. There is no reason why today in 2020 that a black man, Latino, Native American man want to be associated with someone else when we came out of bondage. You understand? If you got that, I buy. Let's hear it.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God.
I am the Lord thy God, right? So this is right here. Exodus is we're dealing with Moses. When we had the exile, right? We had the exile from Egypt. Exodus. Exile means to leave. You understand? This is what we was leaving. This is what Moses was saying to the children of Israel at the moment. This is what Moses was saying to Israel at the moment. You know what I mean? We was getting ready to go leave from a place where we was captured and we was dealt with as slaves, as chattel. You understand? We need money. We built this kingdom for them. You understand? The same way we built this kingdom today. Now it's like when I say we built this kingdom here in America, you make the money go around. Black people, Hispanic people put money into this system to make it go around. All the dollars we get, we put it back into their pocket. It's the reason why they had destroyed the black market, because it was going into us, our communities, and our pockets. So in order to build a kingdom, you got to have some type of foundation, some economic system. You got to have a machine, right? That's how they look at it. It's like a machine. A small bolt out of a machine would throw the whole machine off. If you got a loose screw, it'll throw the whole machine off, man. Right. Think about it like a car. When you have, the biggest thing with cars is, you might get your air socket might come off, your tranny might go in your car, and your car won't run. Certain things that don't work off in your car would not run at all, and it'd be some little. You understand? But those little things is what's matter. That's how the Most High dealt with us, because the little things matter. They treated us like we wasn't nothing. They had us in slavery and, like I said, bondage, and did everything they could do to us to try to destroy us. But the Lord was going to deal with us anyway. Read on, iPod. Let everybody know where you at.
Okay. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2.
Go ahead.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
The Lord brought us out of the land of Egypt, man. The Lord brought us out of bondage. He brought us out of slavery. It's going to be the same way today. You understand? The Lord is going to bring us out of slavery today. The same way that we was led out of captivity. Now not the same way. Moses is not going to be the one that cracked the sea for us to leave America. You understand? But how this is going to go down is when Christ come back. Right. When Christ come back, then we gonna leave this bondage. Then we'll leave this slavery. Then it's time to put on your boots and lace them up. We going, Ibad.
Come. Out of the house of bondage.
See, it tells you right there that Egypt means the house of bondage. But Egypt meaning today to people is what we see over there in actual Egypt. The pyramids, the gods, the goddess, all those things that came with Egypt is what people see today. Shalom, Lord Christ.
Yeah.
With that being said, I'm gonna pass the class off to priest and officer I.S.U.P.K.
All right. What's going on, Akim? Okay. Do anyone have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, no sweat. Okay. So a few things I'm gonna get into tonight. All right. Let's check and see if we have any questions online. Barzar. Okay. All right, let's go to the book of Genesis, the 19th chapter. Okay, let's start there. Genesis 9, the 19th chapter. All right, do I appreciate it.
See if there's any questions.
Okay, bear with me 1 second.
If I could, sir.
Please.
That same brother dropped
Yeah.
a delivery off to me earlier at my slave.
Hey, man, it's the Lord right there. Here you go. Most High in Christ. Damn right. Now let's go to Genesis 19 and let's start at 25. Okay, Genesis 19 and 25. You die. Can I get a cup of tonic water, please? If you don't mind. All right, let's go to Genesis 9 and 25. Whoever have it can read it. Okay.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19 and verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
And he overthrew those cities and all the plain,
Mm-hmm.
and all the inhabitants of the city,
Mm-hmm.
and that which grew upon the ground.
Go ahead.
Verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
But his wife looked back from behind him.
Now, who wife was that looked back? Ibad?
Lot's wife.
Exactly. That's one of the main important things, when it comes to coming in the truth. Sometimes you simply just have to accept reality. A lot of times we tend to look back, in the past. You damn near who you are because of the past. You think about it like what you eat, what you drink, right? There's burgers, french fries, hot dogs, whatever the case may be. You've been eating those things for a very long time. You understand? So it's like your past is determining what you do now. Now, in this case, right, Lot told his wife to not look back, meaning to not look back into what was going on in the past. But she ain't listened to him. So she looked back. Let's read on.
And she became a pillar of salt.
Go ahead.
Verse 27.
Mm-hmm.
And Abraham got up early in the morning
Mm-hmm.
to the place where he stood before the Lord.
Go ahead.
Verse 28. And he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah,
Mm-hmm.
and toward all the plain, all the land of the plain,
Mm-hmm.
and beheld, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace.
See that? The Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, man. It's sad. Dwayne Wade, they made millions of dollars in the NBA, man. Millions of dollars, man.
Right.
And now he is letting his 12-year-old son change his gender. Like, how sick is that, man?
Right.
A 12-year-old boy can now say, I'm a girl. And I'm a young woman. Go ahead,
If
Yediah.
I could, sir, I saw an article earlier
Mhm.
where Wade said that his son and him and his wife knew that he was a girl by the age he was 3.
By the age he was 3.
Oh, okay.
Right, of course. And I can almost guarantee you, if you can ask the boy, what happened to you?
Right.
Why do you think you're a girl now? And 10 times out of 10, Dwayne Wade molested that boy.
Right.
You understand? That's happening, man, today in America. You know, and it's real sick, man. Like, how can a 12-year-old decide his own gender? Goddamn, what about when you was 2? When you first came out the womb? You was a young boy. Now you're a man. Supposed to be a man, but, you want to be a woman. Right. According to him. Let's read on, please.
Oh, God. Verse 29.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass, when God destroyed the cities of the plain.
There you go, man. The Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, which also goes to show that homosexuality is not of God.
Right.
It is not of God at all. If you want to live that lifestyle, tons of homosexuals, man, listen, all type of diseases. Why? Because the Lord is trying to show them that if you're a woman, you should be with a man. If you're a man, you should simply be with a woman. That's the natural use of a man. The natural use of a woman would be to be with a man. But of course, like anything, like any day, the people ain't listen. What was going on thousands of years ago is going on right now. Right now. Dwayne Wade's son is the proof of that. You understand me? And every other boy or little girl that has been molested by their uncle or their father or anyone close to them and their family, that's sick. Right. It is really sick, man. A 12-year-old boy going to change his name? Now he's a little girl? What happened to that little boy? No one will ever ask him that question. You don't just wake up one day and believe you're a girl. Right. You understand? Something traumatic happened to you in the past. So now he believes, he's a little girl. That's why he don't have fingernails and all that. Let's read on.
Come. That God remembered Abraham and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow, when he overthrew the cities in which Lot dwelt.
God.
Verse 30. And Lot went up out of Zoar and dwelt in the mountain, and his 2 daughters with him, for he feared to dwell in Zoar, and he dwelt in a cave, he and his 2 daughters. Verse 31. And the firstborn said unto the younger, Our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us after the manner of all the earth.
Now, what did they just say here? They just said, my father is old, right? And there is no other man to come in unto us that is on this earth. What did they just say? Translate that in other words for me. Barzar.
Come, so if I could, and ain't nobody can be able to have sex with me.
Oh yeah, that's it right there. They're saying, listen, man, my father is old as hell. So there is no one else to come in unto us. Now think about any woman. They say, damn, man, he was at me crazy. You understand? It's the same thing, man, today. Like thousands of years ago, man. They're like, there's no man that is able to come inside of us to have sex with us. Read on.
Come. Verse 32. Come, let us make our father drink wine.
Now they said, let's get him drunk. Let's get him drunk, man. Let's give him cup after cup, liquor, more liquor, and more liquor. They said, let's go ahead and get our father drunk. Let's find out why. Read on.
And we will lie with him.
Hey, listen, man, we go ahead and get him drunk. Sometimes when you are drunk, you don't remember anything. If you ever got pissed drunk, like you are incapable of doing anything if you don't have no self-control over yourself. You understand? Like if you can just take cup after cup after cup after cup after cup and after cup, then goddamn, when is enough? When is enough, man? Like it's obvious you drunk. You want another one, sir? Come. You want? Hey, sure you want another one, brother? Come. I'm too wild, sir. That's the line. That's the line. Everybody use. Yeah, I'm too wild, sir. Yeah, I'm too wild. What? Take another one. They got him drunk. You understand me? Because they wanted him to have sex with them. Let's read on.
Okay. That we may preserve seed of our father.
There you go. They wanted a child. They wanted children. Okay? And to them, it was no other men on earth. So the only way I'm going to have a child, I got to get my father drunk so he don't know what's going on. Now, how many men you know, right, have got so drunk and molested their own little kids? Oh, there's a lot of men out there. A whole lot. Now, in this case, Lot was faultless, man. He wasn't trying to do anything like that. But in this case, who was plotting on Lot? Yediah?
God's daughters.
His daughters, man. You understand me? And that also goes to show, being in the truth, you may go out with brothers, they may drink, they may have a good time, man. Never look down on a brother because he's drinking. You understand? Brothers can drink and still be aware.
Right.
Still be on point, right? Never in your simple carnal mind think for a second, oh, this brother is so drunk, he don't know what he's doing. He don't know what the hell he's about to do right now. You understand me? A lot of daughters like, hey, let's just get my father drunk so we can have some children. We can have some kids. That's what any woman want. Listen, a woman that don't have kids, that never had kids, man, a day in her life, man, that's hard. That's hard, man. The ultimate gift that every woman wants on this earth is to be able to have children. Now, a lot of daughters went about it the wrong way, trying to get their father drunk so he can go ahead and have sex with them, and then they can go ahead and bear children. Read on.
Okay. Verse 33. And they made their father drink wine that night.
Man, they got him nice and drunk, man. Nice and toasty. Read on.
And the firstborn went in and lay with her father.
There you go. The firstborn went in, man. And she laid with her daddy. Read on.
And he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose.
Go ahead.
Verse 34. And it came to pass on the morrow that the firstborn said unto the younger, Behold, I lay yesternight with my father.
She said, hey, I laid with my father last night. Last night we got on. I got him drunk. We had sex. Go ahead.
Let us make him drink wine this night also.
They said, what? Let's get him drunk again. Because when I get him drunk, he gonna do whatever he want to do. You understand me? His daughters knew that, man. You understand me? Can you imagine being a father and all your kids know all you do is drink. Can you imagine that? You have a 3-year-old son, and every time you see it, oh yeah, drinking wine. Oh yeah, drinking. Now in this case, right, the daughter's like, man, every time we get him to drink, he going to do something dumb. So if I really want something, that I truly desire, let's go and get him drunk. Last night I got him drunk. I ain't get pregnant. It ain't work. It ain't happen. Let's read on.
And go thou in and lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father.
Go ahead.
Verse 35. And they made their father drink wine that night also.
Go ahead.
And the younger arose and lay with him. And he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose.
Okay, meaning she didn't get pregnant yet. Not yet. Okay, read on.
Verse 36. Thus were both the daughters of Lot with child by their father.
There you go. Now they got pregnant, man. Now both of them. Can you imagine that? You being pregnant by your father? About to have a baby or babies by your father. Read on.
Verse 37. And the firstborn bare a son, and called his name Moab.
They called his name what?
Moab.
Now, who is Moab today? I.S.U.P.K.
The so-called Chinese man.
The so-called Chinese man with that coronavirus.
Right.
Listen, man, for those of you that still going to Chinese stores, Lord be with you. Listen, I stopped going to Chinese stores a very, very, very long time ago. Before the before that filthy virus, man.
Right.
A very long time ago. Y'all know, you can go ahead and check this out yourself, right? You can go on Google, try to book a trip to China. You cannot travel to China right now. You understand me? Donald Trump ain't playing that. He don't want his people to have that virus. Not at all. You understand? Well, Moab, this is how they were born.
Right.
You understand? The Chinese people were born because Lot's daughters got their father pregnant. You understand me? Lot got his daughters pregnant because his daughters knew, let's go ahead and get him drunk. Once I get him drunk, he gonna have sex with me. Once he has sex with me, now the Lord brought forth Moab, the so-called Chinese people we call today. Okay, go read on.
Okay. The same is the father of the Moabites unto this day.
There you go. Even the Moabites, they come from black folks, man. You see that? The Chinese, they come from black people. Like Esau, like the so-called Africans, like every other nation on this earth. Preset. Barzar.
2 6:54.
There you go. We all come from Adam.
Right.
Also the people whom the Most High God has chosen. Right on.
Okay. Verse 38.
Mm-hmm.
And the younger, she also bare a son,
Mm-hmm.
and called his name Ben-Ami.
Mm-hmm.
The same is the father of the children of Ammon.
Mm-hmm. The Japanese. You see that? Chinese and Japanese. Read on.
Unto this day.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 20, and verse 1.
All right, drop that, right? Let's go to the book of Genesis 9 and 22. Okay. Zarwai, you go ahead and read that for me, okay? Genesis 9 and start at 21, matter of fact, okay?
The book of Genesis, chapter 9, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
And he drank of the wine and was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent.
Go up to 19, please.
Verse 19. These are the three sons of Noah, and of them was the whole earth overspread.
Go up to 17.
Verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
And God said unto Noah, this is a token of the covenant which I have established between me and all the flesh that is upon the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And the sons of Noah that went forth of the ark were Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Shem, Ham, and Japheth, right? Go ahead.
And Ham is the father of Canaan.
Now, who is the Canaanites? Ibad.
The Africans.
The Africans. Okay. The Canaanites are the so-called Africans today. Read on.
These are the three sons of Noah, and of them was the whole earth overspread.
What?
And Noah began to be a husbandman, and he planted a vineyard,
Mm-hmm.
and he drank of the wine.
There you go, man. Listen, he drunk, man. You know, he had a drink every now and then. You know, can you imagine having a vineyard? You want to know who have vineyards today? The white man.
Right.
That pure wine, and it's some wine, brother. You know, most of you probably never drunk it yet, but it's some wine, Akim, that is damn near 99%.
Right.
And will cost you about thousands of dollars. Now, I ain't lying to you, brother. And that type of wine, right? You cannot buy that wine for the wine and spirits.
Right.
You understand? You got to go online to buy that type of wine. You understand me? P. Diddy and Jay-Z and all of them, they drinking that type of wine, right? So now, read that line again from the top, please.
Come. And he drank of the wine and was drunken.
Now, so who drunk of the wine? Go ahead, Yediah.
So I said Noah.
No. He had the vineyard, the grapes. You understand me? So he drunk of the wine of his own vineyard. Read on.
Right.
And he was uncovered within his tent.
Now, can you imagine sometimes? Now, this is key to understand, right? Now, I'm going to help you understand something tonight. Whenever you see, especially when it comes to someone that's above you, right? Never look at that. Never look at that man above you like, oh, he's so drunk. Look at him. Look what he's doing. You see that? You may be in a club one day, with anyone, Could be your brother, rather he above you or not above you, wherever the own case may be. But in your mind, you look at him. Look, you see, drunk yourself. Every woman he sees, this is yeah, hands up, thumbs down, let the beat drop and all of that. Goddamn, give me another one. Goddamn, brother. Hey, I thought you had enough, but apparently you didn't. You understand me? So right now, Noah was drunk. He had his own vineyard, pure wine. Not the wine we drink today, which is cut up with a lot of nonsense.
Right.
Pure wine, having a good time. And let's find out what happened. Read it again from the top, please.
Come. And he drank of the wine and was drunken. And he was uncovered within his tent.
Here you go, man. He drank and hey, that's how that happened. Now he was uncovered. Now, what does it mean to be uncovered? Ibad?
Naked.
Right, he was naked. Drinking. Got that. Was that drink that good? Well, apparently it took his clothes off. And got that.
Right.
Most of you, when you drink, man, you get some guts, man. You get some guts, man. Oh, the woman right there. Hey, shalom, sis. What's going on? Well, in this case, the brother drank a little too much. Now, it's okay to drink, okay? Don't get me messed up.
Right.
But everything in moderation.
Right.
Every single thing. Now, you got to drink 24/7 every day of the week. Then are you worshiping another God now? Like, do you need a drink to have sex? Do you need a drink to, be that real man in the house? Do you need a drink to tell your woman to shut the F up?
Right.
Do you need that? Well, in that case, if you got to drink 24/7 every day of the week, then you may have a problem. You understand me?
Right.
Now, it's okay to drink. Like the Lord said, wine is good for the soul. But like anything, too much of it is not good for you. You understand me? Let's read on.
Come. Verse 22. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his two brethren without. And Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon both their shoulders.
Now, what did Ham do? So why?
He went and made fun of Noah.
He was laughing, man. Like the Ham might say, "Hey, goofy as hell. Hey, look, wait, see my father is drunk as hell. Look at him, man. Look at him being stupid. You see that brother right there, Officer 5,000? Look at him, man. Drunk as hell. You see that officer that's above me right now? Drunk as hell, don't know what the hell he's talking about. Look at him. Look at him. They laughing at him. They mocking at him. That was Ham. Listen, never dishonor someone when they are drinking.
Right.
You understand me? It is a dishonorable thing to do that, especially when it comes to someone that is above you in rank. Never look at someone and say, "See, he's drunk. Let's laugh at him. Let's mock at him, man." You understand me? That's a bad spirit to be in. That's what Ham did. Ham saw his own father naked. What should Ham have done? Should have did what the other sons did.
Right.
Grab a blanket. Hey, sir, if you don't mind, sir, I know you're a little drunk. I ain't gonna laugh at you. I ain't gonna make fun of you. I'm not gonna talk about you behind your back.
Right.
I ain't gonna do that. But I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna cover you up.
Right.
Gonna grab that blanket and cover you up so no one else will see you like that. Okay, let's read on.
Okay. And laid it upon their shoulders and went backward and covered the nakedness of their father.
Now, why they went backward?
They didn't want to see his nakedness.
They didn't want to see his nakedness. You understand? Teach your children that. You know, you may be in a home, you know, you and your wife, you know, you may have kids. Teach your children that. If you ever see me come out the bathroom, turn your head.
Right.
Turn your head. Don't look at mommy. Don't look at your father's nakedness, man. Turn your head. That's in the law. Right. Anyone that's in your house. Hey, you want to know where that will stop, man? Barzar.
Child molestation.
Child molestation.
Right.
Do you really want to know why children get molested? Because they home walking around with no clothes on. Imagine that. Like, if we kept that law, that would stop child molestation, man. You know how many little girls, 3, 4, 5, 6 years old, walking around the house naked with no clothes on? And that uncle is just sitting right there plotting. You know, in his mind, you don't know what's going on in his mind.
Right.
But he is looking at your daughter or your son, your child. He is looking at your child because you have allowed your child to walk around the house naked. When God gave us the law of nakedness, when you are in your house and your children are home, teach them that. Number one, your children shouldn't be coming downstairs with no shirt on.
Right.
I don't give a damn if they 4, 5, 6 years old. Tell them, hey, listen, son, when you come downstairs, you make sure you put a shirt on. Right. You do that. Especially your daughter, man. Come on, man.
Right.
When do her breasts start to grow? Maybe at 7 years old. Right. You start to see a little breast start to transform into something else. Tell her, when you come out the bathroom, have something around you.
Right.
So no one can see you. And if no one can see you, then that child molester, he won't see you.
Right.
And if he won't see you, he won't be able to molest you.
Right.
You understand me?
Right.
Noah, man, his ham did him dirty, man. He saw his father's drunk. He was nice and drunk. And he took that, man, for his advantage, man, to shame his father that day. Let's read on.
Come on. And they saw not their father's nakedness. Verse 24. And Noah awoke from his wine.
Now, there you go. He ain't drunk no more, right? Now he's sober. He's sober now. Read on.
And knew what his younger son had done unto him.
See that? I may be drunk, but guess what? I ain't stupid. You understand me? I see what's going on. I hear what's going on. And I may be drunk, but I saw what the hell Ham did. I saw that day. Read on.
Come. And he said, cursed be Canaan.
He said what?
Cursed be Canaan.
He said what?
Cursed be Canaan.
He said what?
Cursed be Canaan.
Right.
See that, man? The so-called Africans are cursed today because of this.
Right.
You see what happens, man, when you shame your father? You shame your daddy. Lot, Noah, Adam, Abraham. Right. You shame the people that created you.
Right.
He said, curse became, man. He said, okay, I got you, man. You're going to wait for when I'm weak, when I'm nice and drunk. And then you're going to try to shame me? Well, his father cursed that whole entire nation that day. That whole nation was cursed because of that.
Right.
Read on.
Come. A servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren.
Now, if you know the so-called Africans today, are they not servants? They are servants, man. You understand me? They are servants. Read on.
Verse 26. And he said, blessed be the most high power of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant.
Now, why did he say bless Shem? Why did he say that? Who was Shem? What?
Shem was the forefather of Abraham.
Who was Shem's father?
Shem's father was Noah.
Noah, right? So why did he say blessed be Shem? Read it one more time.
Come. And he said, blessed be the most high power of Shem.
Now he said, blessed be the most high power of Shem. Why did he say that? Please.
Because the most high chose Shem.
Yes, he chose Shem, but you missing something. Remember, Shem and Japheth hold the thing up. So the people, so them and nobody else wasn't able to see his father's nakedness. You understand? The Lord saw that, man. And it's very important to understand this right here. You know, especially when it comes to shame. You understand me? Like, the Lord saw it. He said, okay, let me go ahead and touch these men here. All right? Let me go and get your father drunk, and let me see who will respect his father and who will not. Who will respect the men that's above them and who will not? Or will you wait for opportunity to shame someone that's above you or to shame your father? That's why it's so wicked today. It is absolutely wicked, man. For anyone that's Black, Latino, or Native American to shame your father. Now, when I say shame your father, I'm talking about talk about your father. Say he wasn't there for you. He was a deadbeat nigga and all that. He didn't take care of me, right? Who do you think taught you that? Let me guess. Your mother.
Right.
It's always two sides to a story, you understand?
Right.
You never know what really happened. Most people tell their own side. They won't say anything that they did wrong, right?
Right.
They're going to say the thing that's going to make them look innocent. And that's why it's evil today to shame your father. Ham shamed his father that day. What Ham should have done, man, he should have grabbed the sheet. Come on, man. You want to laugh like you're a child? Hey, look at my daddy. You see his rod? Look at his tail. Look at his chest. Come on, man. What the hell are they doing down in Africa today? Nothing but homosexuality.
Right.
And that's why they are one of the highest countenance, man, with the HIV virus. You understand me?
Right.
The Lord said, there is nothing new under the sun. It's over what? I want to say 49 countries in Africa. And they is the number one in AIDS. You want to know why? Because of this. You understand me?
Right.
The Lord said, curse be Ham. Let's read on.
Come. Verse 27. The Most High shall enlarge Japheth, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem.
Now, did the Most High enlarge Japheth? Hell yeah, man. Those Somalians, man, they living good right now in Hawaii, man. Living real good. Now, are they the chosen people of God? No. But they all right now. They all right. You ain't hearing about the Somalians like that. You understand me? Read on.
And he shall dwell in the tents of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant. Verse 28. And Noah lived after the flood 350 years. And all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. Verse 10. Chapter 10, verse 1.
I dropped that, right? Let's go to the book of Proverbs, the 31st chapter. Okay, and let's start at verse 5. Who have any questions online? Yediah.
No question.
All right, no sweat. Let's go to Proverbs 31 and 5, okay?
Come on. The book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Lest they drink and forget the law.
Go up, start at 1, please.
Come on. Verse 1. The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him.
Mm-hmm.
What, my son, and what the son of my womb,
Mm-hmm.
and what the son of my bowels.
Mm-hmm.
Give not thy strength unto women.
Read that again.
Give not thy strength unto women.
Now, what does that mean? Give not thy strength unto women. Somebody break that down. What does that mean? Give not thy strength unto women. Barzar.
So like, so if I could, it's like saying, don't give your faith into the women.
You on it, but not quite. But you're right there, though. Give not thy strength unto woman. Now, how will you give your strength unto a woman? Is that why?
By letting her rule over you?
Yes, give him a hand. That's how you give your strength to a woman. By letting her do what she want to do. Why? Because I don't want to argue tonight.
Right.
Whenever you tell yourself you don't want to argue tonight, argue. Okay? Listen, I don't give a damn if it's 2 o'clock in the morning. If that thing in you is telling you, I don't want to argue tonight, brother, you better be arguing until 7 o'clock in the morning until you got to get up and go to the slavery deal next day. You understand me? Argue with that woman. Don't let her win. You win.
Right.
You understand me? Let her say, I'm tired of arguing. Man, I'm tired. I'm ready to go to sleep. Let her say that.
Right.
What the hell are you saying that for? You tired. You got to get up in the morning. Let her say that. And the second she say that, okay, game over.
Right.
I'm going to let you go to bed. You can go to sleep because you're so tired. But at least that goes to show that you won that battle. You won that battle right there. Right. Don't let a woman be your strength. And I give you another one, right? Samson. His woman became his strength the second he told her everything. Y'all know that's in the Bible, right?
Right.
Somebody give me the precept. I see everybody say, right? Give me the precept. Yediah.
I have 1 Esdras chapter 4, verse 26.
What?
Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women.
Okay. What?
And become servants for their sakes.
That's a good one, but it's a better one. Okay. Anybody else? About telling your woman all your business. You know that's in the Bible. All right. Please.
It's like, sir, like don't show your left hand with your right hand.
Exactly. Let me get that. Now, I believe it's in Malachi. Okay. Okay, I'll give y'all a second to get it, okay? Somebody have it? Or bear with me 1 second. Go, you got it, brother.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, and verse 3. But when thou dost alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth.
Right, that's a good one, but it's another one I'm looking for. Please.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 9, verse 1 through 3.
Let me hear that, please.
Be not jealous over thy wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself. Give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance.
That's a good one. I'll take that one. That's a good one too. But it's another one in Malachi. I forget where it's at. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can get it. Bear with me 1 second. It's a good one right there, though. It's a real good one. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Okay. All right. 1 second. Business in there. All right, I'll read what you just read again. Is that right?
Come. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 9, verse 1 through 3.
Mm-hmm.
Be not jealous over thy wife of thy bosom,
Mm-hmm.
and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself.
Mm-hmm.
Give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance.
All right, that's a good one. So I'll take that one right there. Right, that's a good one. But it's another one I'm looking for. I can't find it tonight, but when I find it, I'll send it to you guys. Okay. But let's go back. Let's go back to where we was at. Okay.
Come. Give not thy strength unto a woman,
Mm-hmm.
nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
There you go, like Samson, man. Who else? Solomon. Woman destroyed King Solomon. He was one of the greatest kings that ever lived, man. But woman brought him down. You understand me? Read on.
Verse 4. It is not for kings, O Lemuel.
Mm-hmm.
It is not for kings to drink wine,
Mm-hmm.
nor for prince strong drink.
Now, it is not for kings to drink wine, right? Read after that.
Verse 5. Lest they drink and forget the law.
There you go, right? So now, what does that mean? If you drink and if you forget the law, then you should not drink.
Right.
You shouldn't drink. Because every time you drink, you go all out. God damn, you know?
Right.
You know, you're doing your thing, you're having a good old time. You know, you start to, God damn, whatever the hell you do when you're drunk, you know what you do. I don't know.
Right.
You understand me? But if you forget the laws of God when you drink and now you want to bend your tail over to another man. Listen, Gabrielle Union, she said this and I read this. I said, God damn. She said, a woman shouldn't feel bad to eat her man ass.
Good.
I said, God damn. I said, sheesh. And I'm looking at, I said, hold up. Who's her man?
Right.
Her man is Dwayne Wade. And his son is a full-out homosexual. What happened? Something happened.
Right.
You understand me? Women don't just come out and say things like that. You get my point, right? Sometimes they say it because they've been through it before. She did that before. You understand? Now, of course, the Lord said, let the bed be under fire. God damn, you're going to do your thing. Listen, do your thing, brother. Listen, man, whatever type of freaky stuff you love to do, that's on you. That's on you. You don't got to let nobody know your business anyway. And if you want to be technical, Gabrielle Union should have not came out and said anything about that.
Right.
Period. Right. Because the Lord said, let the bed be under fire. Whatever you do in your bed, that's on you. Y'all get my point, right? But of course, this world in America is so wicked, man.
Right.
So wicked. They turning out little boys, 3 years old. 3 years old, man. Come on. Listen, man, when I was 12, I believe I was playing baseball or football or something like that, man. It ain't no way at 12 years old I thought I was going to be a young little girl. No way. Because, of course, I was never molested. No one touched me, man.
Right.
People that feel like that, it's because they have experienced something like that in the past. Can you imagine this, right? If no one has been molested or raped, right? Homosexuality will be very low.
Right.
Very low. You understand? People become homosexuals because someone put that demon on them. Someone touched them. And for someone to do something like that, it's just so sick. And every time I look at Dwayne Wade, listen, I'm telling you, man, he looks so sick. Despite his millions of dollars, when you really look at him, he looked really sick. That brother is sick, man.
Right.
Who knows what he did to his son? Maybe he molested his son when his son was two, man. 2. No one would say anything because Dwayne Wade is supporting everybody. Millions of dollars. Meek Mills and Nicki Minaj, man, they was just beefing, man. Meek Mills said to Nicki, you knew your brother was molesting that little girl. He said that. He said, you knew he was molesting that little girl. But of course, if you're rich and famous, you ain't gonna say anything. Right. Because life must go on. Let's read on, please.
Come. Lest they drink and forget the law.
So if you drink and forget the commandments of God, don't drink. Stop drinking.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
If you're going to go to a club or go to a nightclub, wherever the own case may be, or if you want to go to a strip club because you done had a little drink up in you, then you should not drink. Because every time you drink, you taking somebody home. Every single time. Like the Lord said, if thy right eye offend thee, cut it off.
Right.
If something is making you sin, stop doing it. It ain't magical. Be what? Logical. Read on.
Come. And pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 6. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish.
Read that again.
Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish.
There you go, man. So why did Christ drink a lot of wine? They called him a wine bibber, right? They call our king a wine bibber because he drunk a lot of wine. Read that line again.
Come. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish.
What does that mean? Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish. Him that is weak, man. You know, you may be going through something that day, man. And a drink may help you out.
Right.
You understand me? It can do you good. But if you're drinking all day, 24/7, you will find out that a drink will not do you good.
Right.
Because you drink a little too much. You got a little alcoholism in your spirit. You understand me?
Right.
So when you do drink, you got to really drink. You get my point. You got to drink every time you drink because you drink a little too often.
Right.
You do it too much. It is starting to take control of you. Everything should be in moderation.
Right.
You understand me? Listen, man, alcoholics, man, they drink every single day. Every single day. Every single day. And when they go to that doctor, the doctor tells them what? Look, your liver is jammed up. If you keep drinking like this, you're going to destroy yourself. Do they stop drinking? They keep drinking.
Right.
They keep doing it, man. You understand me? The Lord created wine and strong drink, man, for you to be able to enjoy it. Not for you to go ahead and drink it and then you go ahead and commit adultery. Not for you to go ahead and drink it and you think about all that weed that you used to smoke in the past. The Lord created strong drink, man, for when you're weak. When you're weak, when you are ready to perish, man, go ahead and take yourself a drink because then that drink will do you some good. Let's read on.
Come. And wine unto those that be of heavy heart.
Now, what is a heavy heart? You might be going through something that day, man. You know, your wife may be pissing you off. Who knows, man? Your job, you know, you may come home and your job is just giving you all types of hell. Go ahead, have a drink. Have a drink, man. Because life is getting a little rough. And now this drink may help you out. But if you're just drinking all day, 24/7, every day of the week, then who are you, really?
Right.
Are you serving the Beckham? Huh? Who are you? Who control you? Listen, most black men believe they can't talk to a girl if they ain't high.
Right.
God damn. You got to be kidding me, man. You got to be high to talk to a woman. You got to be drunk to say shalom, sis. God damn, that just took a second, you know? Shalom. You got to be drunk and high out of your mind to have sex. Then who are you really worshiping? When you need those things, what do? Let me take a drink. Do this. Let me go ahead and then go home. Who control you? Do you control yourself? Or do a drink control every single thing that you do? Read on.
Come. Verse 7. Let him drink and forget his poverty.
Listen, I'm drinking right now. I'm forgetting my poverty.
Right.
You understand? I'm drinking right now, forgetting my poverty. In America, it's rough, man. It is rough. Like this white oppressor that is above us, man, they do anything for money, man. Right? It's your car insurance, your mortgages, whatever the own case may be. They do anything to make sure that you stay in poverty. Well, goddamn, you may come home from work one day and you feeling it. Like I didn't work this whole week just so I can pay all my bills. Have a drink to that. Have a drink to it, man. That's going to do your mind something good. Read on.
Come. And remember his misery no more.
Read that again.
And remember his misery no more.
There you go, man. Some things is like, man, it don't even matter after you've been drinking. Like, man, listen, I'll be home 3 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock at night. But I won't be home till 3 o'clock in the morning. Because everything you was going through, it's over, man.
Right.
You see why the Lord created strong drink, man? To help you, man. So help the brother when he asks you for $1 because he need a drink. You understand me?
Right.
When you need a drink, what do? You buy it, right? Well, imagine if you had the money to buy the drink. That homeless man don't have the money to buy a drink. Then buy him a drink. Let him forget about his miseries, man, for at least a couple hours. That gotta be worth something, man. $5? Okay, that's cool, man. Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and buy you a couple beers because I know what it feels like, man. You understand? I know what it feels like. And I ain't homeless. I ain't sleeping outside. So you actually need it more than me. That's why I hate it, man. When someone tells someone that is in need to go get a job. They don't need a job when they ask you for money. What do they need? They need food, brother.
Right.
They need water. They may need some wine. They may need a beer. They may need some strong drink. A job ain't going to help them that very second. It ain't going to help them. Which is why the Lord gave us the law of brotherhood. Look upon your brothers and sisters and help them out.
Right.
Know that you could be in a situation, but because of God, you're not. So you give to the needy. You give to the poor, man.
Right.
Don't turn your eye away from the poor. Now, when I say turn your eye from the poor like this, okay? And most rich people do this. When someone come up to them and ask them for anything, they do this. Like they tend to ignore them. Don't do that. Even if you don't have it. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Damn, man. Maybe next time I'll give it to you. Don't just, man, I can't stand that begging spirit right there, man. Always begging for something. Always asking for change and all that. Don't do that, man. Someone come to you. If you don't have it, I don't have it right now. Maybe next time I will have it. Be polite to the poor, man. Knowing that you could be there too.
Right.
If it wasn't for the Most High God. Okay, let's read on.
Come. Verse 8. Open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction.
All right, drop that. Let's go to Matthew 11 and verse 18. Okay. Iba, you give me Proverbs 23 and 19. Okay.
Okay.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 11 and verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say he hath a devil.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 19. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they say, behold, a man gluttonous and a wine bibber.
Now, who is a man that is gluttonous? Ibad?
A person that eats too much.
Okay, you right there. Not quite though. Is that why?
Someone who's like extremely greedy.
All right. Exactly. Someone that eats so much, right? And because you eat so much, now your eating habits is going to cause you to sin against God. You understand me? That's a gluttonous.
Right.
Like you eat so much. And because you eat so much, you cannot eat on what day? What?
Day of Atonement.
The Day of Atonement.
Right.
Gotta eat that day, right? You need it. But you're gluttonous. So you have to eat on the Day of Atonement. You have to eat yeast on what day? On the Feast of Unleavened Bread. You are a gluttonous, man. You understand me?
Right.
Now your eating habits is going to show. And before you know it, you 250, 300 pounds, and then you 325. Don't you? So like when you hit 325, it's like, damn, I need to slow up a little bit. But I need to slow up a little bit. I need to slow up a little bit. Now you're in and out the hospitals. Now before you know, your gut is coming all the way down towards your legs. You're gluttonous, man. You understand? You have no self-control over what you eat, what you do. Read that again from the top, please.
Come. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 11, verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they say, behold, a man gluttonous and a wine bibber.
Now, Christ wasn't gluttonous. How we know he wasn't a gluttonous? Because he didn't eat everything. You know? Christ kept the what? The dietary law.
Right.
They don't have that in China.
Right.
And that's why they have the coronavirus in China. Because of their government, man. Can you imagine Christ being in charge? You think anyone going to really eat from a bat?
Right.
Whether you're Israelite or not? Huh? Do you really think anyone is going to eat from an alligator?
Right.
A snake? God damn.
Right.
A cat? Sheesh. Like the Lord said, man, when the unrighteous are in authority, the people mourn.
Right.
But when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Right.
If we were in authority right now, there will be no coronavirus.
Right.
Because they want to be eating everything they want to eat. But we're not in authority right now. You know, with some Chinese governor, some short little midget somewhere that's making decisions.
Right.
Imagine that. A little short little Chinese man that came because Lot daughters chose to have sex with their father. And they have Down syndrome.
Right.
Can you imagine someone with Down syndrome making decisions on what you can eat or not? I see why they have the coronavirus.
Right.
You understand me? It was a doctor, brother was telling me about this website. Chinese doctor said this, right? He said that the African blood are more unlikely to come down with the virus because of their bloodline. You understand me? Meaning the Lord is dealing with the Chinese like he's dealing with all the heathens right now.
Right.
But when it comes to you, Hey, have you heard of any black person coming down with coronavirus? Not one.
Word.
And not one yet. You understand? Why? Because the Lord is dealing with the other nations, man. Okay?
Right.
Let's go ahead and read on.
A friend of publicans and sinners,
Mm-hmm.
but wisdom is justified of her children.
What?
Verse 20. Then began he to upbraid the cities wherein most of his mighty works were done.
Okay, go ahead.
Because they repented not. Woe unto thee, Korah, Zen. Woe unto thee, Bethsaida. For if the mighty works which were done in you had been done in Tyre and Sidon, they would have repented long ago in sackcloth and ashes.
All right, drop that, right? Let's go to on the book of Ecclesiasticus, the 31st chapter. And let's start at 26, okay? Ecclesiasticus 31 and 26.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 31 and verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
The furnace proveth the edge by dipping.
What?
So doeth wine the heart of the proud by drunkenness.
Read that again.
The furnace proveth the edge by dipping.
Mm-hmm.
So doeth wine the heart of the proud by drunkenness.
See that, man? So proud, you're going to get drunk. Why? Because you're trying to forget about life. I mean, you're going to forget about life for a few hours. But after that few hours, man, reality is coming right back to you. Right back to you. Okay? Read on.
Verse 27. Wine is good as life to a man.
Read that again.
Wine is as good as life to a man.
Listen, man, wine is good as life to a man. Yeah, I know that. You understand me? Read on.
If it be drunk moderately.
If it be what?
If it be drunk moderately.
If it be what?
If it be drunk moderately.
And what? Moderation.
Right.
You understand me? If you drink it all day, 24/7, you're going to find yourself drinking a whole bottle and not feeling nothing. And then you're going to have to what? Evolve. Into what? Hennessy. And when Hennessy ain't working no more, you have to do what? Evolve. Into what? Jack Daniels.
Right.
And when Jack Daniels ain't hitting you no more, you have to do what? Evolve into what? Come on, what's the next one in mind? I know y'all know it. Your diet. Say it again. The do say. Here you go. The doers. Right. Now you got to evolve to that one. Now you don't even drink regular wine anymore. Regular wine is making you fall asleep. You understand me? It ain't really, it ain't hitting you no more. Because you drink a little too much.
Right.
You understand me? The Lord said all things should be done in moderation. All things. Read that again. Let everybody know where you at.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 31 and verse 27.
Mm-hmm.
Wine is as good as life to a man, if it be drunk moderately.
See, if it be drunk moderately. Read on.
What life is then to a man that is without wine?
Read that again.
What life is then to a man that is without wine?
What is life without wine? God damn, what you gonna do? You gonna go to a club sober?
Good night.
Huh? You gonna have a good night sober? God damn, some of you drink so much you start talking 24/7. Half the times I want to say, shut the F up. Shut up.
Right.
You're talking a little too much. I know you're drunk. Shut the F up. Shut up. What you gonna do without wine? Huh? Because when you get that wine up in you, well, those little fingers, man, they start to tighten.
Right.
Do, blah, 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 blah. Then before you know, you liking everything on Facebook.
Good night.
Instagram, you can forget about it.
Right.
She throwing you a kiss like, mwah. Tail bend over and everything. You're liking it. Damn. I see. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm drunk, sir. Bear with me for a second, sir. I'm a little drunk right now. Salakia, sir. Salakia. I I know, Salakia. Shut the F up. Okay? Shut up. Control yourself, man.
Right.
The Lord said, in moderation.
Right.
Moderation. It's okay to drink. But if you have to drink every situation or every time you're going through something, then maybe you are really an alcoholic. And it's going to come out. It's going to come out. If not now, better believe it will come out later. You understand me?
Right.
Read on.
For it was made to make men glad.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 28. Wine measurably drunk and in season wine measurably drunk and in season bringeth gladness of the heart.
In season, man. You see that, man? It's going to bring gladness of the heart. Read on.
And cheerfulness of the mind.
And cheerfulness of the mind. Go ahead.
Verse 29. But wine drunken with excess maketh bitterness of the mind.
What is excess? Your diet?
Too much.
You want to fight now. That's excess, man. Now you want to get into trouble. Now you've been drinking so much, and now people say what? Oh, man, he been drinking. Damn. Drinking. He been drinking again. Because when you drink, you're ready to fight. Now your woman knows, oh, man, have you been drinking tonight? Matter of fact, she's not even going to ask you that. She already know you've been drinking. You understand? She around you a little too much.
Right.
A little too much, man. You understand me? Read that line again, Yediah.
But wine drunken with excess maketh bitterness of the mind.
Go ahead.
With brawling and quarreling.
There you go. Now you're ready to brawl, man. You're ready to fight. You in a club? Man, don't let you get some Hennessy up in you. I don't even know why people is big on Hennessy. Salakia, I believe Hennessy is underrated anyway. Salakia. Yeah, I never been big on Hennessy. Go ahead, Yediah. Yes, overrated. Salakia. Hennessy is overrated, man.
Right.
You have on Young Mob. Everybody talking about that Hennessy, man. Like, goddamn.
Right.
So I guess, when they go to the club, everybody is drinking Hennessy. And that's why they is shooting one another.
Right.
Goddamn, is the Hennessy hitting them that much? Because I know when I take a shot of Hennessy, it's a little overrated. It ain't, what people say it really is. Right. You understand? But of course, the Lord trying to help you understand here. See, when you drink and when you don't have no control over yourself, that's all you want to do. You want to fight. You want to get into trouble. You want to whoop somebody's ass. Read on.
Verse 30. Drunkenness increaseth the rage of a fool.
Read that again.
Drunkenness increaseth the rage of a fool.
Read that again.
Drunkenness increaseth the rage of a fool.
What does that mean? Somebody break that down. Drunkenness increases the rage of a fool. Barzar.
Like if I could, just making somebody who's just not an understanding person be more angry with them, like confrontation.
You're right there. Right there. Anybody else? Drunkenness increases the rage of a fool. Yediah.
I was going to say, Sir Shalom, if I could, the man who was already, angry, who already makes foolish decisions, irrational decisions, strong drink is only going to make him go over the edge. That's the excuse that he needs to just go off and be wicked.
There you go. That's the point of it, man. You drinking to the point where it's like now you have the excuse to say, see, hey, I did this because I was drunk. Why you married the brother? How long listen, I've been in the truth for just a very small period of time, right? But I noticed this. When I asked brothers, how long did you all know the sister? I didn't know her too long. So I say, how long is that? It was too long. 3 days? A week? God damn. You having that drink, you gonna forget about the whole courtship.
Right.
Like the courtship don't even matter no more. The only thing that matters is what? The drink. What is going to cause you to marry the bro? You understand? You have to be self-aware, man. You have to have self-control over yourself. You understand me? Because everyone has their own weakness. But when it comes to drinking, a lot of men have failed. A lot of men have failed, man. You understand me? Imagine how many men you know go to the club and they see some bad broad that's looking real good that night, just for that night, right? But you know the real her. But that nigga is taking her home and having sex with her, not knowing she have HIV/AIDS. Not knowing that. You understand me? It was a brother in Dallas, man. He smoked PCP, right? That's what they call it, PCP, right? All right. He smoked PCP. This was in 2013, right? He had an interview with a news reporter. And the reporter was showing him no mercy at all. Like the brother said, listen, I know what I did was wrong. But if I was not on PCP, he would still be alive right now. Like the brother was saying that continuously, man. Then the white reporter kept saying, that sounded like you making an excuse. He's saying, sir, I smoke weed, right? I never smoked PCP before. He said, that PCP, I couldn't remember nothing. I don't even remember shooting the gun, but the guy is dead. He was 20 years old, man. The guy that he murdered was a black male, 36 years old, man. And now this brother is doing life in jail today as I speak because of PCP. Because if you can smoke something that you never smoked before, then imagine what that thing may do to you. Imagine that. And I'm listening to him and I'm hearing it out and I'm like, damn, I feel bad for the brother, man. I feel real bad for the brother because, of course, I know what drugs can do to you, man. Weed is like, okay, it ain't like crack or cocaine or PCP or anything like that. But if you never tried that before and the first time you tried PCP, you murder somebody and you don't remember nothing, and then you have some white filthy reporter sitting there telling you, why do you smoke the PCP? Why did you do that? What do you have to say to his family? And the brother is sitting there saying, listen, he said, I'm sorry. And I don't want no one to feel sorry for me. But I guarantee you, if I smoke that PCP, he'll still be alive right now. Listen, I felt for that brother, man. I felt for him, man. I really felt for that brother, man. You understand me? That's what drugs can do to you and not having no self-control. Listen, if that brother was in the truth, he would have not smoked that PCP. Right. And he would not be in jail right now. And that 36-year-old brother would not be dead right now. Right. That's what having no self-control can do to you, man. It can take away your life. You think he knew that night, him smoking that PCP, he was going to kill someone and then have to spend the rest of his life in jail? You think he knew that? Hell no, he didn't know that, man. He didn't know that. But of course, Esau, he's showing you no mercy at all. Let's read on.
Drunkenness increases the rage of a fool till he offendeth. It diminisheth strength and maketh wounds.
What?
Verse 31. Rebuke not thy neighbor at the wine, and despise him not in his mirth.
Read that again.
Rebuke not thy neighbor at the wine.
Do not correct your brother at the wine. When your brother is drinking, that's the wrong time to correct him. What the hell's wrong with you? Wait till he's sober. You understand me? Especially when, number one, if it's someone that's above you, you shouldn't be correcting them anyway. You understand me? Do not get your head so high. You understand me? Read that again from the top.
Rebuke not thy neighbor at the wine.
Rebuke not thy neighbor at the wine. Now, if you really think about it, right? Why shouldn't you rebuke thy neighbor at the wine when your brother is drinking or your sister been drinking? Why shouldn't you rebuke them at the wine? Barzar.
They're going through the same thing you want.
Because they are drunk, right? Why would you take that opportunity to do that to them? Want someone in a right sense of mind, wait till when you ain't drunk? Because if you ever spoke to somebody that's drunk, you know what I'm talking about. Why even speak to somebody that's drunk? Are they going to really hear you? Hell no. You understand? They done had a little too much. Don't take the opportunity to correct someone that is drunk when you know they've been drinking. You know it. So you want to wait for that opportunity to look down upon your brother. You see that? He's drunk. Look at Lot. Look at him. He's drunk. Let me go take advantage of him. If I'm his daughter, do you want to take advantage of someone because they are drunk? Do you want that? You should. You understand me? Was why the Lord said, read it again from the top, Yediah, please.
Rebuke not thy neighbor at the wine.
Rebuke not thy neighbor at the wine. Read on.
And despise him not in his mirth.
See that? Don't hate him, man, because he's a little drunk. You understand me? Don't hate him because of that. Read on.
Give him no despiteful words.
Give him no what?
Despiteful words.
Give him no what?
Despiteful words.
See that? The Lord is trying to help you understand when you are around someone that has been drinking. Watch your goddamn mouth. You understand? Watch what you say. Use not what words?
Despiteful words.
Use not what?
Despiteful words.
Use not what?
Despiteful words.
Be not what? Overly righteous. Watch yourself, brother. You understand? Watch the words that you say about your mouth, man.
Right.
Don't think in your simple mind that brother don't know what's going on.
Right.
He's just a little drunk right now. Tomorrow he won't be drunk. And when he's not drunk, he'll be just like who? Lot. Curse be Canaan. Okay? Read on.
And press not upon him with urging him to drink.
Read that again.
And press not upon him with urging him to drink.
Here you go, man. Don't be trying to give him more. Boy, you know he's drunk. That's enough. God damn, man. You try to give him cup after cup after cup after cup and after cup. You know he's drunk. That's enough. That's enough.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Read on.
What else is it?
No sweat. Don't drop that. Let's go to give me one brother in the Bible, right? Not a brother, but give me someone in the Bible who tried to shame someone because they was drinking and having a good time. One person in the Bible. Okay, give me someone in the Bible who tried to shame someone because they've been drinking and having a real good time. Okay, I'll give y'all 20 seconds. Go ahead, Alonzo. Why?
David's wife, when he was coming in the city and he was dancing.
Exactly. That's what I want right there. Let's go to 2 Samuel, 6th chapter. Okay. 2 Samuel. Let's start at 6 and 14. Okay. 2 Samuel 6 and 14.
Come. It's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 6, verse 14.
You know what?
And David danced before the Most High.
Go
with all his might.
up to 10.
Come. Verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
So David would not remove the ark of the Most High unto him into the city of David. But David carried it aside into the house of Obed-Edom, the Gittite. Verse 11, and the ark of the Most High continued in the house of Obed-Edom, the Gittite, 3 months. And the Most High blessed Obed-Edom and all his household.
Go ahead.
And it was told King David, saying, the Most High hath blessed the house of Obed-Edom and all that pertained unto him, because of the ark of the Most High. So David went and brought up the ark of the Most High from the house of Obed-Edom into the city of David with gladness. And it was so that when they that bare the ark of the Most High had gone 6 paces, he sacrificed oxen and fatlings. And David danced before the Most High.
Now, here you go, David, man. Dance before the Most High God that night, man. Go ahead.
With all his might.
With all his might, go ahead.
And David was girded with a linen ephod. So David and all the house of Israel brought up the ark of the Most High with shouting and with the sound of trumpets. And as the ark of the Most High came into the city of David, Michal, Saul's daughter, looked through a window and saw King David leaping and dancing.
Now, who was Saul's daughter married to? Yediah.
King David.
She was married to King David, right? Just like your woman. She's watching every single thing you do. You understand? She's looking through that mirror, that window. She's seeing what you post on Facebook, seeing what you post on Instagram. You can forget about. I saw you posting about me on Instagram. I saw that post on Facebook. Okay, I know it's subliminals. Hey, but she sees everything. Let's read on.
Leaping and dancing before the Most High. And she despised him in her heart.
See that? She hated David because of that, man. She despised him in her heart. Read on.
Verse 17. And they brought in the ark of the Most High and set it in his place in the midst of the tabernacle that David had pitched for it. And David offered burnt offerings and peace offerings before the Most High. And as soon as David had made an end of offering burnt offerings and peace offerings, he blessed the people in the name of the Most High of hosts. And he dealt among all the people.
God.
Even among the whole multitude of Israel.
God, meaning his people, his nation, nobody else. God.
As well to the women as men.
God.
To everyone cake of bread.
God.
And a good piece of flesh. And a flagon of wine.
God.
So all the people departed, everyone to his house.
See that? They always having a what? A good old time. They always having a good time, man. And King David was supporting them through that.
Right.
Taking care of his men and the Israelite. Everyone was having a good old time that night. Read on.
Verse 20. Then David returned to bless his household. And Michal, the daughter of Saul, came out to meet David.
There you go. This is his wife. His wife came out right out to meet King David. Let's find out what she said. Go ahead.
And said, how glorious was the king of Israel today.
How glorious was the king of Israel today. Go ahead.
Who uncovered himself today in the eyes of the handmaids and his servants.
Now, what language was she speaking in? Ibad?
Sarcasm.
Sarcasm. Read it again from the top.
Come. Verse 20. Then David returned to bless his household, and Michal, the daughter of Saul, came out to meet David and said, how glorious was the king of Israel today.
The king was looking real glorious today. You see that? He was looking mighty as hell today. How glorious the king of Israel. Listen, you think a woman is dumb, right? Let me blow your mind. She ain't dumb. She ain't dumb at all, man. She know every single thing that you do. God dang, you may find yourself having to change your code about 50 million times because she know your code is your social security number. She knows it's either your birthday or it's your social security number or it's some simple day that you know that it's right there in your phone. She know it. So now she comes up to King David speaking in sarcasm, like, how glorious was the king of Israel on this day. Read on.
Who uncovered himself today.
He uncovered himself today. Read on.
In the eyes of the handmaids and of his servants. And one of the vain fellow shamelessly uncovered himself.
See that? Can you imagine your wife saying that to you? What would your wife be saying, in other words? Yediah.
If I could, sir. I saw you out there partying with the people. You know, she'll try to expose you and say, I saw you out there drinking, having a good time. You know, showing your show to everybody.
I wish she said it like that. She ain't saying it like that, brother. Barzal.
Like showing off your ride, everybody in the party.
See that? David, the king of Israel. You see how glorious the king was today? Sinning against the Most High God. You're a sinner. You see that? Showing everybody your nakedness. I wish everyone was that sweet, Yediah. God damn, if they that sweet, man, where they at, brother? Salakia, please.
So I'm trying to figure out what David had his riders.
Listen, man, he drunk.
Oh, so
you know, even having a good time. So he's dancing. So everyone, the woman, they saw that ride of his. And his woman saw it. You know, his woman saw it. And that's why she's coming at him right now, because she saw that ride that she think only belonged to her. Which she, you know, of course, she don't know. It belonged to other women too. But of course, you know, she don't want to believe that right there. Read on, please.
Come. Verse 21. And David said unto Michal, it was before the Most High, which chose me
See that?
for thy father.
See that, man? That's what King David said, man. King David said, listen, man, it was before the Most High God. He chose me before your father. Read on.
And before all his house, to appoint me ruler over the people of the Most High.
So now what is King David doing here? He's stating his case, right? She trying to say he's a sinner. You see that, man? You dancing, you all naked. Everyone is seeing you. King David is saying, the Lord appointed me this day to be the king of Israel. I can't have a little bit of fun, brother? Huh? Wife, sister? I can't enjoy myself for a night when the Lord anointed me to be king? Especially he was a young king, man. A very young king, man. You understand me? When the Most High God anointed that young man to be king. Read on.
Over Israel. Therefore, I will play before the Most High.
He said what?
I will play before the Most High.
God.
And I will yet be more vile than dust. And will be base in my own sight. And of the maidservants which thou hast spoken of. Of them shall I be had in honor.
See that? Of them, they're going to honor me. Go ahead.
Therefore, Michal, the daughter of Saul, had no child unto the day of her death.
Why didn't she have no child? So why?
She dishonored King David.
She tried to shame King David because he was drinking and having a good time.
Right.
And King David didn't give her no children because of that. You understand me? You don't have to give a woman a child. You know that, right?
Right.
You don't have to. Now, if you want to, hey, man, Lord be with you. The Lord said, be fruitful and multiply, man. God damn. Be fruitful and multiply. Have tons of kids if you want to, man. Tons of them.
Right.
That sister tried to shame King David because he was drunk and having a good time.
Right.
And when he got sober, did he forget about that? No. That's why he didn't give her no kids after that. That kind of sounds familiar, right? Like who else we read about tonight? Who tried to shame their father? Ham. All right. Who was Ham's father? Yediah?
So like I said, Noah.
Noah. What did Noah do after he found out Ham tried to shame him? Please.
He cursed him.
He cursed the whole entire nation of Ham.
Right.
You understand me? And a woman not being able to have a child, brother, that is a curse.
Right.
You understand me? King David ain't give her no children. He like, God damn, the Lord anointed me to be king, but yet I can't enjoy myself for a night. Like, can you imagine trying to enjoy yourself and your wife is sitting there at home trying to shame you, calling you a drunk, calling you a hypocrite, calling you a fake and a phony? That's what that sister did to King David.
Right.
So King David said, okay, no sweat. I ain't gonna give you no babies. No babies at all. Okay? Drop that. Let's go to Leviticus 10 and 9. Go ahead, Yediah, please.
Like I said, brother had a question. Michael Lynn Porter had a question about malt liquor. I'm not sure about the basis of his question.
All right. He said what? Malt liquor?
Yeah, he was asking about malt liquor, sir.
I don't know what the hell malt liquor is. What is malt liquor?
If I could, sir.
Please.
It's like a dark lager, like a dark beer that's infused with a little bit more alcohol.
Gotcha. Okay. So what's his own question on it?
I'm not really sure. He just asked what about malt liquor, sir.
Yeah, he got to give me a question on that. You know, Heaven on type in on, do we have any question on that? You know, liquor is, liquor, like beer is beer. Strong. Some liquor is stronger than other liquor. Like some wines are stronger than other wines. But I need his own specific question on that, okay?
Kind of.
All right. So for the on time being, let's go to Leviticus 10 and 9.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 10 and verse 9.
All right.
Do not drink wine nor strong drink.
Mm-hmm.
Thou nor thy son with thee.
Now, this is on Leviticus 10 and 9, right? It say, do not drink wine nor strong drink, thou nor thy sons. Okay? Now, read on.
When ye go into the tabernacle of the congregation.
Now, we're in the tabernacle of the congregation right now, right? And I'm drinking, right? Drinking right now. So now, what does this mean? When they say, do not drink nor wine, nor strong drink, thou nor thy sons with thee, when ye go into the tabernacle of the congregation. Can you drink in the congregation? Well, Barzar. Okay, then what does this mean? When it say, do not drink wine nor strong drink, thou nor thy sons with thee, when ye go into the tabernacle is like house, right? Tabernacle, house of the congregation, lest ye die. So do that prove that you can't drink in the tabernacle of the congregation of God? Then what it's saying? What do it mean? So why?
He's telling them about mourning over some people, I think, that fell out the truth.
Okay, gotta give me a little more when you say that.
Like he's telling them not to rip their shirts and not to mourn and put ashes on themselves for these people, and not to drink for them for these people.
You're on it. Let's go up. Let's start at 10 and verse 1. You go ahead and read it on Zarwai.
Come on. And Nadab and Abihu, the son of Aaron, took either of them his censer and put fire therein, and put incense therein, and offered strange fire before the Most High, which he commanded them not.
Now, what is offering strange fire before the Most High God? Meaning you are offering something that is not to God, but to an idol. You understand me? That's offering a strange fire unto God. Read on.
Verse 2. And there went out fire from the Most High, and devoured them, and they died before the Most High.
Go ahead.
Then Moses said unto Aaron, This is it that the Most High spake, saying, I will be sanctified in them that come nigh me, and before all the people I will be glorified. And Aaron held his peace. And Moses called Michelle and Eliphan, the son of Ezekiel, the uncle of Aaron, and said unto them, Come near, carry your brethren from before the sanctuary out of the camp. So they went near and carried them in their coats out of the camp.
Go ahead.
And Moses had said, verse 6, and Moses said unto Aaron, and unto Eleazar, and unto Ithamar, his son, uncover not your heads.
Uncover not your heads. Go ahead.
Neither rend your clothes.
Neither rend your clothes. Go ahead.
Lest ye die. And let wrath come upon all the people. But let your brethren, the whole house of Israel, bewail the burning which the Most High hath kindled. And he shall not go out from the door of the tabernacle of the congregation.
And ye shall not go out from the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Go ahead.
Lest ye die.
Lest ye die. Go ahead.
For the anointing of oil of the Most High is upon you.
For the anointing oil of the Most High is upon you. Go ahead.
And they did according to the word of Moses.
Now when Christians pour this, right, do they say you should not go out from the door of the tabernacle of the congregation?
Right.
What do they say? They say you can't drink, right?
Right.
Because it's right there. Right? The Lord said you can't drink. So do I have to be in the congregation until I die?
Correct.
Then what the hell does that mean? What is he saying? Read that line again from the top, please.
Come on. Verse 7. And ye shall not go out forth the door of the tabernacle of the congregation.
So now I have to stay in this building for the rest of my life. That's what you're telling me, Christian?
Right.
Read on.
Lest ye die.
Lest ye die. If you leave this door, you will die. Can you imagine that? Someone saying to you, if you leave this house, you will die. You will be put to death soon when you leave this building. Read on.
For the anointing oil of the Most High is upon you. And they did according to the word of Moses.
Go ahead.
And the Lord spake unto Aaron, saying.
Now, do Christians, do they leave their congregation? Do they leave their building? Where do they go? They go home. Right? They go to their children. They go about their everyday lives. Right? Do they leave the congregation? Yes, they do. You ever met anyone that stayed in a building for 100 years? God damn, he'll be a lonely person if he stayed in a building for 100 years. Right. His best friend will be that cat right there. Okay? Because that cat ain't going nowhere. Nowhere at all. That cat will be here for a very long time. Unless, someone open up the back door, she go ahead and run outside, try to get her some ride or something like that. Who knows what the case may be. But other than that, she ain't going nowhere. But how about if someone told you that you had to stay in a building for 100 years? What is that? You ain't staying in that church for 100 years. Not even a day. Pastors, they make their money and they go home. Right. Let's read on.
And the Lord spake unto Aaron, saying, Do not drink wine nor strong drink, thou nor thy sons with thee.
Now the Lord said, do not drink wine nor strong drink, nor thy sons with thee. Go ahead.
When ye go into the tabernacle of the congregation, lest ye die, it shall be a statute forever throughout your generation.
Okay, so with that being said, right, why did the Most High tell them to not drink wine nor strong drink, nor thy sons with thee when ye go into the tabernacle of the congregation, lest ye die? Is that why you was the closest to it? Okay. Anybody else want to give it a shot? Go ahead.
Slack chair, if I could, this is for the Levitical priests that had to go into the congregation of the tabernacle, and that necessarily only applied to them at that time, whether if someone sinned, and it wasn't necessarily there forever. I believe it's a little bit down when they had to make a meat offering, and they had to sit there and the people had to see them. It doesn't mean that a brother, from the tribe of Judah or Issachar couldn't drink. That was for the Levites that were chosen that had to be in the tabernacle. And it doesn't mean when they come out, they can't drink, they can. It's just that when they're in the tabernacle and they have to atone for the sin that was committed, they can't drink because the Most High says so.
So now why can't they drink?
It's like because the Most High told them not to.
No, that wasn't the point. Is that why?
Because the Most High didn't want them mourning over those brothers that got taken out.
That's it right there. Give them man. Most people, when someone dies, what do? You drink, right? Aaron's sons, man, listen, man, they was worshiping idols. They built a golden calf. You understand me? The Lord ain't want nobody to cry nor mourn for them. You understand me? Nor have a drink for them. Now, when you go to a funeral, most people are what? Drinking. The Lord told them to not drink because what they done was wrong. And he ain't want nobody to feel sorry for them, man. That's why he told them not to drink. Now, of course, is this saying that you can't drink? No, it's not saying that. You understand me? The Lord told them not to drink. Why? Because of what Aaron and his sons did. He didn't want you to feel sorry for them. Now, what's the precept you need for that? It's one precept I'm looking for. Let's go to Ezekiel 24 and 15. Okay.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 24 and verse 16. Son of man, behold, I take away from thee the desire of thine eyes with a stroke.
Now, what is the desire of any man's eyes? Barzar.
His woman.
Your woman, right? So now the Lord telling Ezekiel, man, I'm going to kill your wife with a stroke. Right. Okay? And let's find out what the Lord said to Ezekiel. Read on.
Yet neither shalt thou mourn nor weep, neither shall thy tears run down.
See that? Can you imagine the Lord taking away your wife, killing your wife, and telling you not to die for your wife? That's exactly what he said to the Levites.
Right.
You understand? Right. Don't mourn for the dead. Don't have a drink and, remember all your memories of that brother right there. You ain't going to mourn for him because they just sinned against the Most High God. Okay? Right. Read on.
Verse 17. Forbear to cry.
Forbear to what?
To cry.
Forbear to what?
To cry.
Can you imagine the Lord killing your wife and you cannot cry? Dang, that's rough, man.
Right.
You understand? The Most High is a man of war. Can you imagine someone saying, listen, I'm going to kill your wife and you better not cry, brother. Right. You better not shred a tear at all. You're like, man, let me wipe these tears away before the Lord kill me. Right. You understand? Let me go ahead and not cry because he may kill me and all my kids that I had with the bro right there. Right. He said, forbear to cry. Read on.
Make no mourning for the dead.
Make no mourning for the dead. Don't cry for the dead. Go ahead.
Bind the tire of thine head upon thee.
Now, what is the tire upon his head? I bought
his meat tree.
His meat tree, man. You understand me? Imagine God killing your wife. Don't cry. Don't mourn. Don't have a drink. But you better bind that meat tree together. Right. That's the God that we serve, man.
Right.
You understand me? The Most High don't give a damn about what it is. If you love anything or anybody before the Most High God, He can take that person or whatever it is, whoever it is, away from you. So the ultimate goal is don't love no one more than God.
Right.
Ezekiel loved his wife more than God. And that's why the Lord put his wife to death. And then told him, tie your meat tree up. Read on.
Come with God. And put on thy shoes.
Now, what is the put on thy shoes? What does that mean? Put on thy shoes. Yediah.
Concept. Put on your boots.
Put your boots on. Read on.
Come with God. Upon thy feet, and cover not thy lips.
And do what?
Cover not thy lips.
Meaning talk, speak. Most people, when you are in mourning, you don't want to talk. You go sit in a room and you lay down all day. That's you. You lay down all day, you cry, you ain't trying to talk to no one because you're so sad, you're so stressed out, and you are so depressed. So you don't want to talk to no one. The Lord told Ezekiel, talk. Don't cover up your mouth and your lips. Read on.
Come with God. And eat not the bread of men.
And eat not what?
The bread of men.
And he told him, go on a fast. Okay. Don't eat the bread of men. Go and fast for a day or two. Read on.
Come with God. Verse 18. So I spake unto the people in the morning, and at even my wife died.
See that? Can you imagine being at camp speaking and your wife is dead? She's dying while you are at camp. Man, the Most High is a terrible one. Give the Most High a hand. Most High is a terrible. You say the white man's the devil. Your wife. No president. He's so. Dang. There's no breath in her no more, brother. She's gone. And the Lord is telling you, brother, don't stop what you're doing.
Right.
Go to camp and do what I'm telling you to do.
Right.
Hey, man. Most I ain't no joke, brother.
Right.
He ain't no joke at all. Let's read on, please.
Come with God. And I did in the morning as I was commanded.
Now, what did Ezekiel do? He obeyed the Most High God, even though his wife died. He didn't make no excuse. Sir, I gotta go to the funeral. I'm unclean for 7 days, sir. I can't do this today, sir. My wife is sick, sir. No. Oh, man. Lord wasn't trying to hear none of that, man. He ain't trying to hear no Salakia, sir. Salakia, sir. No, the Lord wasn't trying to hear none of that. The only thing he wanted to hear, do what I told you to do. That's it. That's it. Don't do what you want to do. Do what I'm telling you to do. And of course, Ezekiel, he was a warrior, man. And of course, he grew and became the prophet Ezekiel after the Lord destroyed his wife. So, goddamn, what the hell are you going through? Huh?
Right.
Goddamn, did God tell you he gonna kill your wife and then tell you go to camp and don't cry? Huh? What the hell you crying over? You crying over what? A job?
Right.
Oh, let me guess, some bitch that don't love you no more. Huh? Crying over her? The Lord say he was gonna kill your wife, and it happened. And then you gotta go to camp and you gotta hear my mouth. You gotta hear me give you orders, knowing that your wife just died. Did he tell you to do that? Then what are you going through? You ain't going through nothing, man.
Right.
You understand me? It ain't that bad, man. It ain't that rough at all. Read on, please.
Come with God. Verse 19. And the people said unto me, wilt thou not tell us what these things are to us, that thou doest so? Verse 20.
Drop that. Let me get Numbers 6 and 1. Okay. Yadai, you get me on Proverbs 23 and 18. Okay. All right, somebody give me Numbers 6 and 1.
Okay. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 6, and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel,
Mm-hmm.
and say unto them, when either man or woman shall separate themselves to vow a vow of a Nazarite.
Okay, now you're talking about being a Nazarene, right? Read on.
To separate themselves unto the Lord.
To separate themselves unto the Most High God. Read on.
Verse 3. He shall separate himself from wine and strong drink.
Now, so if you're a Nazarite, right? You cannot drink wine. Now, can you wake up one day and say, yeah, I want to be a Nazarite? No. You have to be born a Nazarite. You understand? In most cases, your parents make that decision for you. Now, it's a few ways you can be a Nazarite, right? You can make sure that a clipper or a razor won't come upon your head, or you cannot drink wine, nor any strong drink, right? Or you can become a Nazarite and not have sex with any woman until you are 21 years old or 25 years old, right? Whatever your parents decide for you to do, if you are a Nazarite, you must do it, you must complete it, okay? Read on.
Okay. And shall drink no vinegar of wine.
Mm-hmm. Can't drink no wine, go ahead.
Or vinegar of strong drink.
Or vinegar of strong drink, go ahead.
Neither shall he drink any liquor of grape.
Can't drink any liquor of grape, go ahead.
Nor eat moist grapes or dry.
Now, a lot of people don't understand this, right? When they say nor eat moist grapes or dry, what is that talking about? So if you're a Nazarite, you can't eat grapes? Is it saying that? What is it saying then? What does that mean? This is what it's saying, right? I'm going to give it to you for time's sake, right? Read it one more time, hey, Bob.
Okay. Nor eat moist grapes or dry.
Meaning, you can't eat anything that has already been processed to become liquor or wine. You understand me? That's the law of a Nazarite. This law was set in place so Nazarites cannot cheat. You understand me? You cannot, like they have some cake that have liquor in it. Some what's the name of those jello things they call it? Please. Right. Right. What else? Go on, Bazaar.
Rum cake.
A rum cake, right? You can't eat none of that, right? Why? Because it's liquor in that.
Right.
So the Lord created this law here so a Nazarite cannot cheat. It's not talking about food. It's talking about anything that has already been processed to become liquor.
Right.
You understand me? You cannot eat some rum cake knowing that you are a Nazarite. That would be cheating because it's liquor in that rum cake. And that cake has been processed for you to what? Get drunk.
Right.
That's the whole point of being a Nazarite, was why the Lord gave us the law of it. You understand? You cannot eat any grapes that has already been processed to become wine, to become liquor. Because if you did that, then you would be what? Cheating. You'll be cheating. You know, it's some damn near how some people try to eat weed. Because weed, if you go and eat it, makes you what? High.
Right.
You can't cheat and go ahead and eat liquor. Cannot do that. That's unlawful. And that's why the Lord set this up in place so a Nazarite will not cheat. You understand me? And try to get some liquor up in it.
Right.
God dang, you may say, I can't drink liquor. Let me go ahead and eat what's the name of that cake? Bazaar? Say it again? I'm saying the cake you just said. You said something. You said a rum cake. The rum cake, right? So now you can't drink any wine, but let me go ahead and cheat. Eat some rum cake. That's why the Lord set these laws in place. Okay? Anything that has been processed to be wine or liquor or anything that has been processed to give you a buzz, you can't mess with it. Okay, right on.
Verse 4. All the days of his separation shall he eat nothing that is made of the vine tree.
See that, man? You cannot eat or drink anything that has already been processed to be wine or liquor. That would be considered what? Cheating.
Right.
Okay? Let me get on Proverbs 23 and verse 20.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 23 and verse 20. Be not among wine bibbers.
Read that again.
Be not among wine bibbers.
Now, who was a wine bibber? Now, they said Christ was a wine bibber. Was Christ a wine bibber? Was he? Was he not? Go ahead, Dyer.
Lies.
He wasn't a wine bibber. Why did they say he was a wine bibber? Just like anything, they was trying to look for a reason to kill him. That's why. That's why they said he was a wine bibber. They was looking for a reason to kill him. Read that again from the top.
Be not among wine bibbers. Among riotous eaters of flesh.
Read that again.
Among riotous eaters of flesh.
Read that again.
Among riotous eaters of flesh.
Somebody break that down. What do that mean? Anybody? Go ahead.
It's talking about people who eat anything.
Exactly. Someone that's eating anything, man. Don't be around wine bibbers or someone that eats anything. So you're gonna go out with a woman and you know she's gonna order crab? Are you serious? You wanna sit at that table while she eats shrimp and you eat things that's unlawful? Then in that case, you should not go out with that woman. You understand? You should tell that broad, if I am going to take you out, you ain't gonna order anything that is unlawful. Now you can forget about wine bibber, man. You want to go to a club with someone that get drunk and now they want to fight? Oh, here go Tommy. Every time Tommy have a drink, he ready to fight somebody. What the hell are you going out with Tommy for, brother? That's Tommy. When Tommy, you see that Tommy like, woo. See, man, I told you about going out with that boy Tommy. What the hell wrong with you, man? Now you go out with Tommy, and now everyone is in jail because of Tommy. Because when Tommy get drunk, he don't just get drunk, you know.
Right.
Tommy go on and on and on and on.
Right.
And on and on and on and on. And now before you know it, Tommy is shooting somebody.
Right.
And now you are with Tommy. He just shot somebody. You are going to jail with Tommy. You get my point.
Right.
That's why the Lord said don't be around wine bibbers. Because when they get in trouble, better believe it, you will get in trouble with them. You understand?
Right.
All right, do we have any questions before I end the class?
If I could, sir, the brother rephrase this question.
Right.
Brother asked, I was going to ask if it is unlawful to drink malt liquor because the oppressor had poured it into the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American communities.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So is he asking me if he can drink it? Yeah, I mean, you could drink it. I mean, it's liquor. You know, it ain't weed. It ain't, PCP. So if it's liquor, I mean, you could drink liquor, if that's his question. All right, was that it? Go on, Bazaar. Yeah, please.
According to the Nazarite vow, the three things was not to get haircuts, have sex, and
drink wine.
Drink wine. Are there more rules that apply to the Nazarite vow?
Yeah, it is. It is like it's really complicated, to be a Nazarite. Like you gotta be really on point. Like you read that whole chapter, it goes into like you can't go around a dead body. Like if you go around a dead body, it's over. It is over right there. So it's definitely more rules when it comes to a Nazarite. But the main important things is the wine, the razor, and the woman, right? You know, and of course, you know, let's say this. Let's say if you're a Nazarite and like you're in a car with somebody and they pass out. Now it's over for you. Like you have to get out that car if you are a Nazarite. That's according to the law of being a Nazarite. You understand? Like if someone is dead around you, it's over. Your Nazarite vow is now over. Now I remember one time this was a few years ago, right? I was working down my slavery, right? And it was like I want to say like a couple of days before the Passover. It was a couple of days, and I'm at the slavery. Someone had a heart attack. She died right there. So my bosses, they right there. Hey, you want to do CPR? I said no. Now maybe if it was a brother or sister, I would have said yes. Maybe I can go ahead and not go to the Passover if it's a brother and sister. Man, this broad, man, she was about 450 pounds. I ain't like her anyway. She got smart with me a few times. I was praying for her to die anyway. Just praying for her to die anyway. And then she go ahead and have a heart attack. I said, God damn, I'd be damned if I'm not going to go to the Passover for her.
Right.
So they asked me to do CPR. Before you know, I was in the bathroom somewhere. I was gone.
Right.
So if I was a Nazarite, you know, of course, you would have to do something similar to that because you cannot be around a dead body or someone that's dead. You know what I mean? Like you have to be extremely focused. You know, you got to watch who you are around. You got to watch what you do. You got to watch, man, some things that you drink, some things that you eat. You may go to somebody's party and, hey, they may have the rum cake. Got to make sure you don't eat that rum cake right there. You know, like you have to be extremely focused when you are a Nazarite. And that's why, you know, a lot of people wasn't able to do it. You had Christ. You had Samson. Who else? Christ, Samson. Please.
I was going to say this. I was going to ask about Samson. Samson was, he broke all three, right?
Yes. Well, he broke, his main one was the hair.
All
right. And he broke that one when he told that woman where his strength was. Knowing any woman, I mean, god damn. When they get mad at you, man, they can do anything. Hey, if they know where you working, they're gonna call your job. Man, that nigga is racist. He in a cult, blah, 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 blah. And that's the system. Can you imagine getting a white devil mad or a true African mad? Man, they're gonna grab some scissors. Okay, that's your strength. I got you. I missed one right. Oh, that's a lot right there. I got you, Samson. Samson laid back, chilling, man. Laid back, chilling. Can you imagine being laid back on your woman, just telling her everything, telling her all your goddamn business, and then the next day she used what you told her against you? That's what Samson did. So that was his main thing right there. You get my point. All right, no sweat on. So everybody to walk. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to pass the class over to Precinct Officer Brotherhood Class.
One more hand. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General YAHANNA. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can read about this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verses 21. Also in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Ma'ashra means 10th in Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department. Priest fund, free will offering for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give, up and coming holy convocations will be the Feast of Purim, the 14th day and the 15th day of the 12th month. Saturday, March 7th and Sunday, March 8th, 2020. You can read about this in the book of Esther, chapter 9, verses 20 to 31. Shalakia. Announcement of Remind Akim and Aqua. Check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start to wear all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, I majum.
No.
Men of Israel, we're going to give the brothers a courteous salute. Men of Israel, I majum Shabbat. I majum Barak. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Barakatah. Yashmatah, Sar, which means turn. Sisters, I-Maj, which means to stand. Sisters, you want to stand at a 45-degree angle, your right hand over your left, your head bowed, and also have your head covered. Men of Israel, we're going to give the sisters a courteous salute. Men of Israel, Ahmad Shabbat, I-Majim, Barak, Yahweh Shamar, Adonai, Hashem Yahushua, Yashmatah, class dismissed.